Okay, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Alias video. So, today in this video, I have something a little bit different. I have another, not really reading challenge, but kind of a reading vlog, I guess. I'm going to be reading Fourth Wing, the Fourth Wing series. So that includes Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm. Onyx Storm came out, and I was super curious, and everybody was hyping up the release of the book. So I wanted to read it. I'd been wanting to read Fourth Wing for a while, and I had a hard copy of it and got rid of it because I thought I would never get to it, but I want to get to it now, and I want to read it. So I have it on Kindle. I have Fourth Wing and Iron Flame both on my Kindle, downloaded, ready to go. I'm like 30 pages into Fourth Wing, but I also do have the hard copy. I think I'm gonna get the hard copies for all of them as well. Yeah, I do have the first two on Kindle. I'm gonna take you guys along through the journey of reading those books. Okay, hi guys. It is actually like 2 days later from the last time I talked to you. I'm on page 124 of the physical copy of Fourth Wing. I'm really enjoying it so far. I don't know, I would like to get this out of the way first. I apologize, but this is going to be a spoiler reading vlog. Fourth Wing. So far, it is going really well. I'm really enjoying it. I do really like the world that they're in. I think that the different quadrants, like the scribe quadrant and the writer's quadrant, is all very cool. The challenges are very cool. I have a few thoughts though. There are a couple things that kind of confuse me. I'm so lost as to why they challenge the writers. Like, I get it, I understand, but in the challenges, I don't know why they allow killing. That is like the only negative thing I have to say about the book so far. Everything else is very good. I do have to say that our main character, Violet, is very cool. She is a lot smarter and a lot tougher than she gives herself credit for. I don't know, I feel like she definitely underestimates herself, and I really think that if she didn't do that and if she had more confidence, she would be a very skilled fighter. As for the friends so far, Rhiannon, she is super cool. I like her a lot. She's a very great character. I'm really hoping that nothing bad happens to her, because if I get attached and she gets killed off, I'm going to be devastated. But I really do like Xaden. He is kind of like every other, okay. Let me say this. Violet's the same way. The cocky guy, the cocky arrogant guy who's a great skilled fighter, and then the chick that isn't like super strong, but she's very intelligent, and like they're enemies to lovers. As for Dane, the other friend, the childhood friend Dane, okay, who seems like he's going to be the love interest and then probably isn't. He's getting on my nerves. Violet could definitely benefit from some training, and Dane just seems like he's holding her back because he's constantly worried about her, telling her that she should switch quadrants because she's gonna die or she's gonna get hurt. But instead of doing all that, he could be teaching her tactics on how to survive. So I will be quiet now, and I'm going to continue reading. But yeah, I am very much enjoying it. I mean, I'm not super far yet, so I'm gonna have to keep you guys posted. Okay, hi guys, so I'm currently on chapter 17 of Fourth Wing, which means that I'm basically 200 pages into the book. I've basically been reading on my Kindle because I just been enjoying it more, you know, just like laying in bed and reading. So yeah, but last night it was kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting to read, well, I wanted to read a lot yesterday, but I wasn't expecting to. Last night I laid in bed. I went from like 20% into the book to like 40, almost 50%. So I just was reading and couldn't stop. Like I'm really enjoying this book. I don't know if I'm gonna like the other two as much. I don't know. There's just something about this book that is very new and very exciting, and I like it a lot. Dane is really irritating me. Him as a character, he's just getting on my nerves. The main character, Violet, is still very cool. Her personality is very funny, and I still very much love, like, Rhiannon. And then I think the other friend, his name is, how you say his name? Rhydock? I like them a lot, too. They are very cool. I didn't think we were gonna like Rhydock. I don't know how you say his name, but I didn't think we were gonna like him at the beginning. But we do. So that's awesome. Honestly, I kind of guessed that she was gonna bond the black dragon. How do you say it? Is it Tarn? Is that his name? Tarn? I literally guessed that when they first brought it up. They were like, this dragon hasn't bonded in forever, and blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, that's probably going to be it then. Plus, on the covers of the books, there's a black dragon and a gold dragon. So, like, you kind of put two and two together. But still, it was pretty cool watching it. Violet is really coming into her own. She is learning some fighting skills, some survival skills, and it's pretty awesome. She's finally learning how to use her intelligence as a strength. She's just gaining some self-confidence. I'm gonna keep reading and hope I keep enjoying the book. Okay, hi guys. So, I'm currently on page 305 in the paperback of Fourth Wing. I'm really enjoying it. Every single time I sit down to read it, I spend like 2 or 3 hours reading and not even realizing. It is super interesting. Violet is finally coming into her own. She's learning how to fight and how to just like absolutely kill it. She kind of got her, how do you say it, like the special power that you get when you bond with dragons. She has it now, she just hasn't been able to use it yet, which is kind of scary because some people have it that they will literally spontaneously combust if they don't use their power, because it all just builds up inside them and then they explode. So, you know, obviously she doesn't want that to happen, but she's stressing about it a little bit. We've gotten to the point where Xaden, I think that's how you say his name, Xaden is helping her train and all that stuff. Dane is really frustrating me still. He's just too much. But he, you know, he's backed off a little bit. He gets it. He understands that Violet needs to train and do her thing. She's not going anywhere. She's staying in the Writer's Quadrant, okay? Yeah, the little friend group that we had going on with like Rhiannon and Rhydock has grown. So now we have like Sawyer and Liam and Heaton and Emery and kind of like Imogen. All those people. Some of them are closer friends than others, but the main little friend group is Violet, Rhiannon, Rhydock, Liam, and Sawyer. They have kind of been joking around and having a good time. I think it's going to be really cool to see them all fight together. I'm very excited for that. Also kind of scared. I hope nobody dies. I really don't. I'm really enjoying the first book so far. And I think that's it. I think that's all I have to give you guys right now. But yeah, it's really interesting. I have like 190, 200 pages left, and then I'm moving on to the next one. But yeah, it's very good. I like it a lot. Okay, hi guys, so I just finished Fourth Wing. I haven't really been reading a lot just because I've been busy, but every single time that I went to read that book, I would spend like 2 or 3 hours reading it and not even like paying attention to how much time I was spending reading, because, you know, I was just so amazed by it, honestly. Yeah, I really liked it. I don't remember the last thing that I updated you guys on. The things that got me were in the end when they went to Athsbane? How do you say it? I don't know how to say it. But they went there, they thought for war games, but they think that Dane, the guy I've been not liking this entire time, they think that he betrayed Violet and read her thoughts and sent them basically to their death. Liam died. Oh my god, he died. Ugh. I started crying. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I started tearing up because that was so sad. Like the way that the author described, because Liam and his dragon both died, and the way that the author described it was so sad. And of course, Violet, being the wonderful person that she is, risks her life to save everybody and pushes herself past her limits and almost dies. And then when she woke up, Xaden was there by her side, and she, like, one of the first things that she asked was, is Liam actually dead? And then Xaden gives her this little wooden figurine of her little gold dragon that Liam made her. And I was like, oh, and I started tearing up again. God, it was so sad. Basically, we find out that Brennan, Violet's brother, is alive. Seriously, I'm not even gonna lie. I was absolutely, like, I was shocked, let me tell you, because that's the last thing that I expected. Although, the last thing that I have to say, because I know this is just a lot of me explaining what's going on, it might be kind of hard to follow, but if you're watching this, you probably read them and you know what I'm talking about. Like, seeing everything that Violet did through Xaden's point of view, it makes Violet seem so much more of a warrior than what she gives herself credit for. Being in his mind rather than hers, and him explaining all the things that she's done, I'm like, wow, she really is like a genuine good person. Right now, I'm done with the book itself. Right now, I'm reading the last little extra part from Xaden's point of view from like previous chapters. Yeah, I'm gonna start Iron Flame. But I really enjoyed it. I'm really hoping that the next 2 books keep it going. I'm really hoping that they're good. I've been told that they're decent, so we'll see what happens. Okay guys, so I am about 140 pages into Iron Flame. A few thoughts. 1, I am very much enjoying it more than I thought I would, honestly. I was really into the first one, and last night I read forever. I seriously read for so long last night. I haven't really read much because I haven't really had the time. Like the first few days of reading it, I only read like 30 pages, and then last night I read like 90. The pages are kind of big and the words are kind of small, and I always struggle with that because I have eye problems, so I struggle with small font. I've been reading on my Kindle, but even then, like, the pages are just really big, and so it takes me a while to read. I also read really slow. Don't know why that is, but I do read really slow. I'm trying to get better at it, but I still do read pretty slow. But yeah, it's really good so far. We're seeing Violet quite, I don't want to say conflicted, but kind of conflicted, because she knows all these secrets that the government and the people in power are keeping from everybody, because she knows about Venin and the Wyvern, all these mythical creatures, and she can't tell her friends about them because it would put them in danger. What's the dude's name? I don't remember exactly what his position is, but Varish, however you say it, Varrish, that dude, I want to throw him off a cliff myself. Rhiannon got squad leader, and that is so cool. She deserves that. I hope she becomes wing leader when Dane leaves. We don't like Dane. As far as right now, we don't like Dane. I don't know if that's going to change. I can't tell what he knows, because when Violet was talking to him, he seems really surprised that she's mad at him, but also I don't see what else could have happened. What happened at, how do you say it, Athbane? Whatever the little like outpost that they got sent to for war games, and they almost died because it was a setup. Like, I don't know if it was Dane's fault or not. I don't know if he actually hurt Violet like that, or if there was another way that, like, the older Eidos colonel, he's a colonel, I don't know if there's another way that he found out about all that stuff, but I don't know. As of right now, I don't like Dane, and I don't like Varish, however you say his name. I don't like either one of them. I like Varish less, okay? He needs to get chucked off a cliff or eaten by a dragon. I don't care. Yeah, that's my thoughts so far. There's not really much else to tell you. Endarna, the little gold dragon, I think that's how you say her name, Endarna. The names are crazy, guys. I don't know. Little gold dragon has like grown up. So she's currently in like the sleeping development, the dreamless sleep time. She is so funny. Let me just tell you, she is so funny. One of my favorite characters. I also love Terran. He's really funny too. Yeah, those are my thoughts so far. I know they're kind of all over the place, but I'm very much enjoying it. I know the lighting is terrible. Quick thoughts while reading Iron Flame. Violet's mom isn't that bad. Devera, the professor, or, well, she's not actually a professor, but she is, and the battle brief teacher, she is awesome. Love her. Violet is just as wonderful as I've always thought. Dane ain't bad. Dane did something good, which is surprising. These 2 pages are the ones I'm talking about. Please pause and feel free to read if you really want to know, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one too. This one's wonderful as well. Okay guys, I'm currently 90% done with Iron Flame, which means I'm on page 560 of 620. A lot has gone on, I think, since the last time I've talked to you guys, but basically what I can tell you, what I'm gonna tell you, because if you're watching this, you've probably read the series. I'm really enjoying it right now. They're in like Navarre or however you say it, helping because the wards have just fallen. So that's kind of insane. A lot has gone on. There's only one thing that's really irritating me about this series, and it's the relationship between Violet and Xaden. Get it? Okay, I understand the hype. They're great. Love them. But I've seen a lot of people on Instagram being like, Xaden and Dane basically did the same thing in manipulating Violet and all that, and there's like a big double standard. I even saw the author, Rebecca Yaros, say like, you guys are crazy, that is such a double standard because Xaden's basically doing the same thing as Dane. I'm still really enjoying the story. I'm not really gonna hold that against the story too much, but I don't know. When I was reading, I thought this was a 5-star, and then that popped into my mind, and now I don't really know. But I'm still really enjoying it, and I absolutely, every time I pick up a book, I literally can't put it down. I'm really liking all of the new characters we're getting to know. Kat is really, she was really getting on my nerves, but I think her and Violet are figuring it out. I could be jinxing it here. And then Andarna, the little dragon, is so funny. Like, in her adolescent years, she is so funny. She says the craziest things, and it's so funny. Her dynamic along with Taryn, like, their dynamic together is amazing. I just think that this is a very well-written series so far, but those are my thoughts as of right now. I don't know. I'm a little scared that people are gonna start dying. I'm a little scared because once in a while, we'll just get attached to a character real quick, and then they die. And it's like, oh, cool, wasn't expecting that, but that's awesome. Okay, I guess, you know, I'm gonna be sad for a little bit, but you know what? I don't know, that's just how it goes. Oh, I'm really enjoying it. But those are my thoughts as of right now. I have to go to school, but I will keep you guys posted when I continue reading. Currently in the car, waiting for my second class to start, but man, I knew I didn't like Jack Barlow. He's Venom, dude. That's crazy. He turned before he fought Violet for challenges. That makes sense. There's a lot of Venom. They feel very outnumbered, but I knew I didn't like Barlow. Even when he was being nice to Violet for like 0.2 seconds. He just tripped me out. I don't like him. Would just like to quickly note that I have not given Xaden's dragon enough credit. I have no idea how to say her name, so I'm not even gonna try, but Xaden's dragon is very cool. I just have to say that much. She is super strong and ruthless, and I love it. I'm here for it. First page of chapter 63, and Darna just had a very awesome moment. She just absolutely destroyed a Venom. Wow, that was that was very cool. Okay, in every single fan art that I see of General Sorengale, like Violet's mom, she just has like her uniform on, but I feel like she should have a cape. She should have a cape. And granted, I didn't scroll through the art that long because I was trying not to get spoilers, but I don't know, I just feel like she should have a cape. Okay, you guys, I just finished Iron Flame. Wow, that ending was absolutely insane. I am super excited to get straight into Onyx Storm. To be honest with you guys, I did lie. I said that I was thinking that Iron Flame wasn't a 5-star. No, it definitely was. That book was great. The ending was actually nuts. And Violet's mom, bro, I didn't think I would be sad to see her die, but I really was. Every single death in these books is super descriptive and just so sad. Like, the way that Rebecca Yaros is able to capture like the grief, just the pain in each of these deaths is crazy. I don't feel like I've ever read something like that. The way that she describes just like the dragon screams or even the people screams is crazy. Like, it's just, it really immerses you in the story, and it's very sad when it happens. But yeah, that was definitely a 5-star. I really enjoyed it. I'm very excited to get into Onyx Storm. I think this one's still in Violet's POV, but I'm very excited to see where this goes. Yeah, that was a really great book. That's all I have to say. Honestly, I don't have any more thoughts than that. That was crazy, and I had a great time with it. 5-star read, for sure. Also, really quick, I saw some people hyping up the Andarna quote from the part where it was like, Violet had the mind of a scribe and the heart of a writer, and she was like, I waited 600 and something years to hatch for you. And I was just, that was so cool. I saw people talking about that quote, and I didn't realize how hard it would hit until I was reading Iron Flame, but I just thought that would add that in here really fast. I'm still thinking about the book. honestly. I'm editing this video and it's just, I'm still thinking about the ending and everything. Okay, I'm currently at the part after the war that goes on in Navarre in Onyx Storm, and I'm just confused as to why the soldiers that stayed when the others left for Aracia, or however you say it, Aracia, whatever. I'm confused as to why the soldiers who stayed are mad at the ones who left for being deserters, when the reason that they left was because of the wyvern and the venom, which the people who stayed now understand are real because they literally all just fought them. I'm so confused. I don't understand why that's a thing, but I just thought I would share. I don't know if that made any sense, but if it does, you get me. Okay, I just have to say that Rhiannon's power is super cool. Her, Riddick, and Violet are currently fighting the Venom who have stormed the War College, or the ones that were remaining after they had put the shields up, the ones who were living in secret in the War College. Anyway, but Rhiannon's power is super cool. Okay, it just literally is. She can just steal things from people, basically. That's pretty cool. Also, I figured out, I think it's Riddick. I think that's how you say his name. Hello? Why has nobody quoted this page? Read this, please. Pause and read. Why has nobody quoted this? This is insane. Okay, hi guys. So I am currently on page 194 of Onyx Storm. I've honestly been reading a lot on my Kindle, so I've been having to figure out where I am in the actual physical copy, but yeah, I'm about 40% into the book. Basically what's happening right now is Violet and Xaden and all of them are on a little excursion to find Andarna's family, because she is the 7th species of dragon, I guess, or 7th type of dragon. I mean, yeah, I am really enjoying it. It's a good time. I've been kind of struggling to get into this one. I think that's honestly just because I've been forcing myself to read. I don't think it has anything to do with the book, really. There is one thing that's kind of making me a little frustrated, and that's just Xaden and Violet's relationship. There always seems to be a problem. There is always a problem. They can never be happy. There's always some kind of issue. And I understand, I understand, okay, I get it. I know why those problems are happening. But man, we have so much other stuff going on. The last thing that needs to be happening right now is them having more issues. But also, it does add to the story, so I don't hate it, but I also don't really love it. And that's probably part of why it's in the story, is so that you get a little bit frustrated. I don't know. Now let me tell you, this author really knows how to write characters to make you hate them. Oh my goodness. There are so many people that are on the hate list right now. It's crazy. But yeah, I am really enjoying it. It is a good time. I will keep you guys updated, keep giving you a little commentary. That's where I'm at right now. Dude, Violet's actually wickedly smart. They just went to the one aisle where they found Xaden's mom. She just outsmarted the entire triumvirate, and she's just too good. She's just too good. Seriously, I don't think she gives herself enough credit, but I think she is finding her confidence, which is very cool. And it's definitely helping her because she needs to be confident. Girl knows a lot, and she's also a really good fighter, to be honest. She doesn't give herself enough credit in the fighting sense, though. She is a stronger fighter than she gives herself credit for. I do like the Quest Squads group. I think it's really funny. I do miss Rhiannon, though. She was one of my favorite characters, so I miss her. But the Quest Squad group is pretty cool, and they work really well together, and I'm just really enjoying this story. I was having a hard time getting into it at first, but now that we've moved into the more entertaining bits, it's definitely a lot of fun. Yeah, I do have to go to school soon, and I'm very sad about it because I'm having a great time. Okay, you guys, so I'm currently on page 366 of Onyx Storm, which means I only have 160 pages left. I'm definitely going to finish it today. Basically, what has happened so far since I've last updated you, they're still on the mission to find Andarna's family. They went to the God of Luck's kingdom, all the people who worship that god specifically, and basically they had to do this tests where they would pull a card and it would give them a gift from the god of luck. Would all pull cards, and all of them pulled like fine cards, nothing was super dangerous. Then it got to Traeger, I think that's how you say his name, and he pulled an arrow, and he got stabbed in the heart with an arrow, so he died. And so did his griffin. Yeah, it was really sad. Even though we didn't know that character for like a super long time, it was still very sad. Basically, the group took him and his griffin and they went and burned the bodies at like a different little island. Because that's part of their ritual. When someone dies, you burn all their stuff. Yeah, they went and did that, and then they all split up to search like the smaller isles, and Violet and Riddick ended up splitting off, and they actually came across Andarna's family. So I believe it was six or seven of the Irid dragons found Violet and Riddick, and they were secretly testing like Violet by asking Andarna about her story. So they asked everything that happened, and they were very upset that Violet had bonded her when she was a literal baby, but Violet didn't know that she was a baby at the time. So they were very upset because they had turned Andarna into a weapon of war. They asked her what she did to her tail, because she is not a feather tail. She chose a different type of tail, and she chose one that they don't see as peaceful. And so they told Andarna that she is like a weapon of war that they didn't want. They want peace. So Andarna asked if they would like come help them resolve the war and get peace, and they were like, nah, like no, we're not about that life. Yeah, so it was kind of crazy. And then 4 of them took off, and 2 of the Irids stayed, and they were very intrigued by the fact that Violet didn't know that Andarna was a baby when they bonded, and they were almost gonna like forgive and possibly help. And then Garrick and Xaden flew back, and they joined in on the conversation. And I guess when dragons like talk to riders they're not bonded with, or like, I don't know if it's just Irids, but they have to do this thing to like get them into the bond. So they brought Garrick and Xaden into like a bond, I guess, and not an actual bond, but like some kind of communication, some way of communication. And they felt through Xaden that he was a Venom, and they were like, oh no, you're evil. And so they took off too. And then Xaden felt bad because he was like, you guys might have been able to convince them to help if it wasn't for me. I don't know, it was this crazy thing. And then now, because they failed and they didn't get the Irids, they did get an army of like 40,000, which is pretty good, from the God of Luck. I think it's the God of Luck. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure they got a pretty decent sized army, but still not what they were out looking for. And then also the Irids told Violet that there's no cure for the Venom. Crazy thing, they all went back to War College because obviously they didn't get what they were looking for, and that is where I'm at right now. They're waiting to see what punishment looks like. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym and then I'll come back and finish this book. Okay, I absolutely love Rhiannon's family. Like, she told her squad, like when they just got to Erasia, she told her squad, she was like, okay, anybody who wants to come to my house, like, meet here. Like, I love that her family is so open to having people over. I think it's so cool. I feel like they just kind of accept all of the other people in her squad as family too, and I feel like that's super cool. The interaction between Bodhi and Violet where he's like, we're home, act like it. Oh, that's so cute. I love that he says we're home. Like, she's just a part of it now. That's so cool. I love that. Alright, you guys, I am done with Onyx Storm. I'm officially done with all 3 books. Oh wow, that was something. That was very interesting. First thing I'm gonna say, all 3 of those books were 5 stars for me. That hasn't happened in a while with a series. I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think I've given every single book in a series 5 stars. That's kind of insane. I'm super excited for the next one to come out now because I see why everybody's mad about the ending. That was an insane ending. I have a lot of questions, as everybody else does. Quinn died, which was heartbreaking, okay, let me tell you. Jeez. Anyway, wow, that was insane. I honestly don't have many more thoughts for you guys besides the fact that it's over. The ending was kind of confusing. I still don't really get what happened, but I think that's the point. I can see why everybody's a little bit upset about the ending of that one. Or not necessarily upset, but just waiting for the next one. I can see it. So, yeah, that's it. I really loved all those books. That is like nothing I've ever read before. Rebecca Yarros is an amazing author. And when I first bought Fourth Wing and got rid of my first copy of it, I didn't think that I would like it, so I got rid of it, and that was a mistake. I loved all 3 of those books. I highly recommend all of you to read them. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. If I have more thoughts on the books, you'll probably see them in Weekend Lives, but I'm not gonna go into detail in those, so that's all really I have for you guys. I mean, that was kind of insane. But I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you want to see more like it, please let me know down in the comments. Also, please leave a like and subscribe and turn that bell so you get notified when I post my next video. I don't know what else to say, so that's all. Peace.